About to do something with the new Toyota GR-GT that no one outside of Toyota has ever done. I'm going to press this button here to start it.
Wow, that actually sounds
And now
sick, guys.
I'm going to turn this dial on the steering wheel to put it into track mode to make it a bit louder.
Oh.
Now it's warmed up, I'm going to give it some revs.
That actually sounds good, guys.
It sounds good in here, but I also want to hear it from the very back.
Definitely. Ooh, that build actually look good though.
Look at the droplets of water as well.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Super.
Well, this sounds great. There is something odd about it. If you look on the bonnet.
Welcome to the channel, guys. It's your boy Top. You know this. We actually reviewed the new Toyota GR-GT. Let's go.
There's no Toyota
like this
badge.
video
Here
if
on
you
the
like
wheels,
it.
there should be a Toyota badge, but there's not. It just says GR. Then here at the rear, there is no Toyota badge. Look, it just says GT and GR down here. And inside, on the steering wheel, where you definitely normally have a Toyota badge, it's GT and GR.
GT,
That's because this is not called the Toyota GR-GT. It's merely called the GR-GT. And that's because, while you have Toyota, Lexus, and now Century as individual brands, GR is now also an individual sub-brand, and it'll have a whole host of exciting sporty cars, with this one sitting at the top. The GT has a couple of firsts for Toyota. Now one of them is this, the chassis. It's made entirely of aluminium, and Toyota have never done that. The roof, the bonnet and the doors are carbon fibre though. It's the first time that Toyota's put a twin-turbo petrol V8 into a production car. It's the first Toyota to have a carbon fibre torque tube. The LFA had a carbon fibre prop shaft just like this, but this was made out of aluminium. It's the first road car from Toyota that was designed first by the engineers in the wind tunnel, then given to the designers to finesse, not the other way around. And that's why every single vent you see is real. Real, 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 real. Oh,
that car looks so nice.
very
I love
real.
it.
Real. Oh, I've got to lose my arm in there. Real. Feels like I'm birthing a cow. And all this around here. Real, 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 real. Absolutely no fakery. Another first is what Toyota has done with the gearbox. So the power comes along the prop shaft here from the engine at the front, and you have a wet clutch here, but around it is an electric motor. It gives you added assistance for torque fill to reduce turbo lag. Now the engine is always running. This is not like a normal hybrid system. It only provides added grunt when you need it. Anyhow, the power comes in here through the gears. It's an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and this is the first for Toyota. The way they've done this, they send the power then forward again to the limited slip differential here. Toyota's never used this design before, and I must say it's quite unusual. The reason Toyota's gone for this transaxle setup is improved weight distribution. So you have 55% of the car's weight at the rear and 45% at the front, which is unusual for a front engine car. But this is more front mid-engine, because if you look here, you will see that the engine is behind the front axle. As for power and torque, well, Toyota said that this thing will put out over 650 horsepower and 850 newton meters of torque. Toyota has also said that the GR-GT will be able to do more than 320 kilometers an hour, which is 199 miles an hour. So you can bet they'll go over that to at least break the 200 mile an hour barrier, won't they? As a result, they need some big brakes on it. So look, we've got these huge carbon ceramics, these massive Brembo calipers. And to make sure the car handles really well, they fitted it with forged double wishbone suspension at the front and the rear. But there's something else. You'll see here, it's fitted with coilover suspension with adjustable ride height. And if you look at the top there, you can see those wires. It's because there'll be adaptive dampers. Here on the inside, the GR-GT certainly fills the part. So you sit really low in it. In these lovely carbon fibre bucket seats, they are great. And of course you can move them backwards and forwards, but the backs, they're fixed. Also you've got these lovely red seat belts as well, which match the stitching on the seats, and we've got red here around the drive selector as well. You've got a nice sports steering wheel with a flat bottom, and you have your driving modes there with a boost mode, and that's for your stability control setting as well, and your paddle shifters for the gearbox. Also, the switches are really chunky and feel more expensive than in any other Toyota. Now, I can't show you the digital driver's display. I have seen it. It looks familiar, let's just say that. I bet it's hidden at the moment, as is the main infotainment screen, but this is good. Look, some buttons there. I hope they're for the climate control. There's also a nose lift function there as well. Hopefully Toyota won't charge extra for that like Porsche do. Now the dash is covered in Alcantara, you've got leather, you've got some USB ports cut into the carbon fibre, though I'm not entirely sure where you're going to then have the wires. I suppose you'll put your phone in the glove box maybe. As for practicality, there are no door bins here. There's no
cup holders.
No storage. No storage there. That's for the Mark Levinson stereo, so that should sound good. And where am I going to put my drink? Don't worry. Look, see these things here? See those? We have cup holders.
Okay.
And there's the wireless charging pad for your mobile phone. Something I've just noticed. If you look over here, we've got a roll cage, a half roll cage. It combines luxury with hardcore racing features.
It's screaming supercar.
Well, I'm allowed to sit inside the car. What I'm not allowed to do is see underneath the bonnet. Another thing that Toyota won't show me is this.
God damn.
Whether it's got an active rear wing, but look at these gaps here. That wing definitely moves. Another thing that I haven't said is that this is a production car. They call it a prototype. But look here. See that glass? It's got like an E mark on it, hasn't it? And then when you move down the side and you look at the door mirrors, these are homologated door mirrors, aren't they? There's even got the surround view cameras on there. Why would you need that on just a normal prototype that you're testing? And then if you look at the headlights, these are the things that they often change for road cars from concepts. Look here, look at this. See that? That's an homologated headlamp, isn't it? So I'm betting the production version is going to look identical to this. Now, another thing Toyota hasn't said is the 60 time. I reckon it's going to be 3 seconds, maybe even lower. They also haven't confirmed the pricing, but people are predicting it's going to be around £150,000, so Porsche 911 GT3 money. Toyota also hasn't confirmed that it's going to be available in the UK. They said yes, there will be Europe-wide sales, and this is a left-hand drive car, but they're definitely going to do a right-hand drive one for the Japanese market. It's going to be sold in the UK too, don't worry. And here's another thing I want to show you. It's a GT3 version of the GR GT, so this will be raced in things like Le Mans and so on and so forth from next year.
But
why are they doing that? Well, Toyota has this program of testing cars through racing and then putting the features actually on road cars. They do it with the GR Yaris and they'll be doing it with the GR GT. So maybe one day there could be a GT3 version of the GR GT, just like you get a GT3 version of the Porsche 911. There is one other thing I want to show you which could start the rumour mill of rumbling, and it's this. Check out those bolts, have a look. Look at those bolts. What does it say on those bolts? It says Lexus. Now people might be thinking, wait a minute, this is not really going to be a GR GT, it's going to be a Lexus LFA replacement, surely. People are going to want to see a replacement for that car over there. That looks a lot different than this. There is a replacement for that though. This is the LFA concept, so it's a homage to the LFA, but it also hints at a future LFA replacement. And Toyota haven't said much about this car other than it's electric. The actual architecture underneath is the same as the GR GT, but obviously it hasn't got a twin turbo V8 or any of that kind of stuff. Now design wise, it's sort of got that same like artistic, humble look as the LFA, but it's totally modern. So you've got Lexus's modern light signature there as well. Got huge vents there, not to feed air into a 4.8 litre V10, just for cooling and aero. You've also got these nice vents on the bonnet. Now, they don't remind me of a Lexus, they remind me more of a Lotus Emira. See what I mean? Moving down the side, so we've got some more vents here. Some very concept car door mirrors there. And this bit is a nod to the LFA. You can see it here, see this vent? Now, normally on the LFA, that was feeding air into an oil cooler. There's another vent here on the LFA which feeds air into the radiator on the LFA, but here it's just pure air. If you look down here, you'll see, look, no, here's my hand. Roof line though is very much like the LFA, the way it falls away to the back. But this has a weird feature on there. That is a drone that can fly off and follow you around to film you when you're having fun in your car.
Serious?
Obviously that is not going to make production. What may do though is a retractable rear wing which can go up
sick, though. Should have made it
or down again depending on which driving mode you're in. Now also at the back you'll see this design here with the air vents. Once again on the LFA they were there to aid cooling with the radiators, but here it's more for show and a nod to its predecessor. The biggest nod though is this, look. See that? That light is to mimic the tri-exhaust on the LFA. Looks cool, doesn't it? There's some more similarities on the inside, so let's go check it out.
breaking
There are
though.
various LFA vibes, like this
Oh.
part reminds me of the LFA, the door card design, but
Okay.
obviously it's just totally modern and actually quite futuristic. Speaking of which, we have a yoke steering wheel. Now Lexus has already introduced a yoke on the RZ. This is like some serious advancement. It's kind of crazy. Oh look, we have paddle shifters with an M mode on the dash here. That bodes well, so you'll probably be able to have synthesized manual gear changes. Also notice these switches here are very much like in the original LFA as well, and the design of the dash, well, that's completely new with this screen design. That'd be
everything
interesting
on
if they
the
make that
dash.
with this curved screen. It looks good. The materials in here, obviously it's very concept car-y, but it feels nice, and you sit very low in it as well. It's interesting that they've given
It
the
looked
driver's
quick,
seat
though.
a different colour to the passenger seat.
Definitely
also
look
like this
quick.
double bubble roof, which is nice, and the HVAC controls are
Look
actually
pretty
up
luxurious.
there. Look, so that's your climate control up there, so it's not down here, which is interesting. I wonder what other features it has. I wonder if it does anything if I press these buttons. Oh, did it? Did it just do something? It's like someone's turned it on. Wait a minute, that sounds like the LFA. It's obviously running through some sound clips that it could possibly do. I wonder if it does any others. Right, that feels like I'm about to take off. All right. Well, it certainly seems like a lot of fun, but I don't really have much information about the car. I need to speak to someone from Lexus who might be able to help me, because details on this car so far are really, really scarce. And I guess you want to find out more. I want to find out what's going on. I've been on various Toyota and car forums and have compiled a bunch of questions that people like you might have been asking online about this specific car. Now, Toyota engineers and designers are usually quite, secretive. They don't give much away. But I'm an expert investigative journalist, and I can get blood out of a stone. So I'm going to ask the questions now to the car's chief designer and project manager. So, right, first one. This is to the project manager. Why have you abandoned the lovely naturally aspirated V10 for electric power? A question to you then, chief designer. How are you going to replace that V10 sound? How many motors has it got? 2? It's got to have 2. Four-wheel drive or rear one? Tri-motor for the perform. Okay, horsepower. You've got to give me horsepower. How much horsepower? When you're designing this car, you've got an idea with the power figure in mind. So what is it? Ballpark, just ballpark. It's going to have more than the LFA, so 600, 700 horsepower, maybe 800. Looks like 8. Will production be limited again? You're going to limit this, right? Yeah? Okay. Price. Looks expensive, £500,000. Bit more? Higher? Just look up for higher, look down. Right, last question, then I'm giving up. Will you get a racing version of this, like you did with the old LFA? Racing electric cars? Does anyone care? I don't. Well, thanks, guys, for your time. Well, I didn't manage to extract any extra information from the guys from Lexus. I was a little bit more successful when I headed out to Japan to get the inside line on a forthcoming Toyota. Now, if you like the original LFA, I've got a banger of video coming out for you soon. It's going to be a drag race of an LFA against a Carrera GT.
Alright guys, great video as always. So that new Toyota GT, GT, not GT. So right, that's actually a whole separate brand by itself. So GR is a whole separate brand, but apparently linked to Toyota. So that is actually a new vehicle that's coming out. Actually look pretty awesome, actually look pretty sick. I would actually love to know what it's gonna be about when it actually drop on the streets. So I'll actually do review videos for you guys again as well, reaction as well when it actually drops. Hope you guys actually subscribe to the channel as well, so you guys would be able to actually see more videos on it as well, guys. That Lexus electric looks sick as well. Actually love it. Most electric vehicles actually comes pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie, they're actually very fast, right? Crazy fast, to be honest, right? These electric hybrid system is amazing, right, guys? So you guys could subscribe for that as well. Any updates on that as well? It's your boy check out these other videos on the screen right now. It's your boy Top You, and I'm out, guys. Peace.